right? So why we have to perform the DB refresh? So DB refresh is the activity which we have to perform from production to either quality or development or sandbox here. So why? Because in the production we have the so configuration is same in the all the systems. Suppose you have the development system and the quality system and we have the production system here, right? So the production system, so the configuration always we will move from the from development to quality, quality to production, the same configuration. But especially in the production system here, we have the live data. Live data will be transactional data will be available here, right? The production database, we have the live transactional data will be available. Why? Because most of the users will log into the production system. They do the all kind of activities in the production itself only, right? So in that case, we need to take the backup of the we need to take the backup of the your system, and we need to do the restore on the so for that successful testing purpose to ensure consistency. So we need to take the backup of the so this database production, then we need to do the restore it on the either development and quality systems here, either development or quality systems we have to perform it here. This is what we have to do it here. Take the backup and do the restore it on the here. So this backup and restore procedure we know. We performed multiple times in the HANA systems, right? Take the backup and restore it same, but same data, same as is. Whatever the data is there, same data will come to the your respective target system also here, right? So then what are the prerequisites we have to perform here? So this restore is so divided into the three main phases here. One is the pre-steps, actual restore, then post steps here, right? So pre-steps, right? So pre-steps are very important here, right? So why? Because what are the pre-steps? What are the configuration we have to take the backup? That is one of the important factor here, right? So pre-steps, right? So pre-steps means here. So first of all, this is like a normally this we have to plan like a change request here, right? Carefully we need to plan the refresh. Why? Because the data you are restoring it on the target system, the target DB will come like a as is. As is means whatever the source you have in the production, same data, same user, same structure, same setting, same configuration, as is same will come. So in that case, again, only we need the data. Only data we cannot retrieve. Configurations and everything also we will get it out as part of the refresh. So that's the reason. So we need to retain the again same configuration, users, RFC destinations, everything we need to restore it back. So for this one, the DB refresh we have to perform it here. For this DB refresh here, so for this DB refresh here, so the first of all, the planning and communication, right? The first of all, the planning and the communication is very important here. Planning and communication here. So what is mean by planning and communication here, right? The project planning and communication. So project planning and communication. So here we need to obtain the approval from the management from the refresh activity. For this refresh activity, we need to take the approval and also raise a change request for and a transport request in the tool, ticketing tool, ServiceNow, Jira, ITSM. So we need to tell the ticketing tool we have to raise the tickets here, right? So plan and communication is very important. And assign the roles, basis lead, functional coordinator, security owner, testing, application owner. So this kind of project authorizations and communication we have to pawn it. So downtime communication, downtime window when you are taking the system down. Why? Because while the refresh will take 3 to 4 days. During this refresh time, your quality system or production, your development system will not be available during the 4 days time. 4 days, one system is not available means there is an impact on the delivery, projects, testing, and everything, right? So the downtime communication, downtime approval, we have to get the so communicate with the business downtime, business users, testing team, developer, integration team, infrastructure team. There are a lot of teams will be involved. They will work on the systems, right? So that's why get the downtime approved from the business window and change request and approvals, and so documentation, what SID, what things, what you are doing, what is that. So those things we have to take care of that part here, right? Once that is completed, then take the full DB backup of the production, full DB backup of the production system here. Production means your source system from which backup you are restoring it on the target. So you need to do the full production backup. You need to do the take the backup, production backup. You have to take it out using the HANA Studio or HANA Cockpit. You can use take the DB backup, right? So move the backup files to the backup files to target location where you want to go into the restore target location. In this case, your sandbox or dev or quality system, you can move it to the target system here, right? Once the move the backup files to the target system, then you can start doing the pre-steps on the preparation pre-steps on the target side here. Preparation steps on the target side. So what are the preparation steps on the target side here? So here we need to some of the system settings we need to retain the same as like quality systems, right? How it was previously. Similarly, we need to export the system settings here, right? Like RFC destinations, logical systems in the BD54, STMS, SCOT, SOST, job variant, jobs, right? So then, so users, profiles, certificates, right? So these and all the things we need to take the so backups here. We have to take the backups here, right? So here, so we will list down the what are the some of the very important so prerequisites here, right? So here you need to take the prerequisites like, so first of all, once the full DB backup is completed here, then you need to take the so SM50, SM66 screenshots. You can take it out, screen capturing. Why? Because we need to validate it after that one here. Then you need to perform the you need to SM50, SM66, and also you can take the screen capture of the SMLG and SM61. And so why? Because so here logon groups and background job server groups and RFC server groups. So these and all the things we can take the so backup here, right? So then the next thing is the user master records, UMR export, client export. You can take it out here using the SCC8. Then you can take the profile of the SAP underscore user, the user master record export. You can take it out. All users will be exported here. The client export, you can take it out here. All the users will be exported here, right? So once the user master record export is done, then the next thing is like a, so you can do it in the all the clients, whatever the clients you have, you can do it in the all the clients here, all the user master records export. You can take it out here, export, right? So exports that we have to take it out the all the user master records exports and everything. That is a very important. Why? Because this is the step very important here, right? So then you can take the export of the SPAD, the printers, all those things. You can take the exports here, right? Printers export and everything here. The people who are still joining, the people already 10 minutes left, the people are still joining the classes. Okay, SPAD. Then once that is done, then take the RFC export, your RFC destinations and everything. You can do the exports here. Then SCC4 client settings, you can take the exports here or take the screen capture here, right? So then, so W20, W21 partner profile, IDOC partner profile and metadata, you can take the screen captures here, right? So then in SU10, log the all the users here. So log the all the users here, log all users. So some customers we need to log the all the users here, right? And also you can take the backup of the STMS also here, right? STMS, right? Transport landscape also you can take the backup here. And also you can take the configuration backup of the SMQS and also SMQS and Qs. But because production it will be the different and quality it will be different. So these and all the pre-steps you have to take it out, right? So then, so once it is done here, So SMLG you have taken, and SM61 RG12 also you have done it here, right? Then RG12, then SMICM, the ports and that configuration also you can take the screen capturing here, right? And also S-Trust, SSO2, that certificates also you can take the backup here. Certificates also you can take the backup here. And the BDLS export, the means logical system export, so that we can take it out, logical systems and everything. What are the logical systems? We have the tables and everything here, right? So then these are the pre-steps here. So we have the many, so all the pre-steps, like pre-steps are very, very important here, right? So then once the BDLS is completed, then SE03 system change option. Why? Because you are restoring production with the quality, the production system connections are closed, then in the quality, the development, it will be the open. Then you need to maintain the same. Then you need to take the screen capture of the SE03 as well here, right? So these are all the things. Then next one, Scott. Scott email functionality in the SAP level email functionalities, that configuration, you can take the backup here. Next one, S license transaction code here. S license transaction code. So then RZ70, then SLD API cust. So the SLD related information. Then also XSMB underscore admin. So this is the one of the functional, not the functional. This is one of the messages monitoring related transaction code. There we can take the screen settings and everything, right? So that is the, so these are the main important things to, we have to do the backups here. We have to do the backups here. Then in the OS level, you can take the OS level, the profile directory and sec directory. You can take the backup here. Profile directory, sec directory backups, you can take it out here. OS level here, kernel directory, not required kernel directory. And also you can take the screen capture of the HDB user store list. So here you are the settings. So that configuration you need to take the backup here. That is a very important step. After the restore, so we have to perform this step here, right? Then so we can, so maybe email Scott, and also so we can also RFC destinations you are already maintained here. Then OS level file system screenshots, that is also you will take it out. That's fine. Licenses, SSL certificates. So then, so yes. So these are the main important thing we need to take the, so backup here. Then after that, after once this is all the pre-steps are completed, we can stop SAP on the target system. Target system means your quality system, and do the restore. Do restore work. Do the restore here. Restore and refresh here, right? Stop SAP on the target system, do the restore here, right? That is the main thing here. Stop SAP and do the restore work here. Then after that, post steps here. After that, the post refresh steps we have to perform it here. So now, so let's log into the system here. Let's log into the system here, any one of the system. Then let's start the prerequisites, pre-steps here, right? So prerequisites means the first of all, SM50 screenshots, you will take it out. How many work process are there? What is the timestamp and what is there? So each and everything you will take it out. And also SM66 also you will take the screen capturing here. And also SMLG, what are the logon groups are there? You can also take the screen capturing of the logon groups here. Then RG12, RFC server groups also you will take the screen capture. Screen capture means screenshots. Okay. So then SM61. So this is a background job server groups. What are the server groups are there? You will take the screen capture of this background job servers also. You will take the screen capturing, right? Then once that is completed, then whatever the possible transaction codes and the configurations and everything, you can take the screen capturing here. The main important thing is the, so SCC8. So here the user master records, we need to take the exports here from the source system. We have to do the exports of the user master records. Then click on the import. Then it will take the, all the users will be exported. Why? Because this users will be gone after the restore. Production users will come. We don't need production users, and so production users and production related passwords and all those things we don't require. That's why we are taking the user master record exports. We are taking care here, right? So once the user master records are completed, there are the some RFC tables. We can take the exports here. For that one, we can go to the SE01, create the transport of copies here. Then we can just do the so for TOC RFC tables backup. We can take it out here. RFC tables export here. Tables export RFC here, right? So here you need to add the RFC tables here, right? Table name. So R3TR TABU, then RFC des is the one of the table. You can take the exports here. Star transport target you have not maintained here. So that's the reason it's giving the error. Okay, so something like that, same as like there are the 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 or 4 tables are there. RFC docs, RFC doc, RFC des, RFC doc, RFC ATT R3 ATT attribute attribute attribute. So attribute RFC attribute. So there is a transaction code, that one, and RFC. So RFC DOS, RFC DES, RFC DEST. Yes, SRC DEST here. DEST. RFC DEST also not available. So there are the some.
You mentioned. I mentioned instead of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. So we need to take there are the one more or two more tables are there. We need to take the backup of these tables. We need to add it to the RFC. So transport of copies here, right? So we need to release the request here, all right? So take a note down of the transport request number, which we have to import after the restore completed. So all the RFC tables, whatever the tables are there, all the data will come here, right? So similarly, so you can also take the screen, you can also go, so you export all the printers here in SPAD. So whatever the printers you have created, why? Because after the restore, you will get all the production entries and everything, right? So there is a output devices. You can export all the devices to the so file system level. You will export all the devices. It will store into the one of the file system level, right? In the one of the file system level, we can store all the data here. So exporting the configuration here. Then we can import the configuration here, right? That is the one of the important thing here. And also you can take the what is the SLD information. It is configured in the so RJ70. Same thing we have to maintain after the restore also here. SLD API cost. So this transaction codes, we have the SLD details. This SLD details you have to maintain. So take the screen capturing of these services here, what is maintained in the system, right? So that is what we have to do it here. So then you can also take the screen capture of the W20 IDOC partner profiles metadata. So then all the details you can take the screen capturing here, what is the entries are there and everything. So then and SMLG RG12. So and the profiles backup and also trust certificates related trust SSO2. So these certificates also you can take the backup here. Just you can do the exports, right click and export. Why? Because production will come. Then you can do the exports of all these certificates and everything here, right? So do all the work here, export, that will be exported. All the certificates you can take the exports, printers you can take the exports, and STMS configuration. What is the current configuration? How many systems are there? What are the routes? And all those things are configured, that we can take the configurations here. So right, and the OS level, sec directory, license related, Scott, the printers, the Scott related thing here, email configuration. What is the current node? It is active. Why? Because production entry come, you need to disable the production entry. So all the settings will come. So then we need to disable it here, right? So Mainly user master records, RFC destinations exports are the main thing here. Then remaining and all the SMQR, SMQS, these are the basically all the configuration. We have to take the exports. All the configurations we have to take the exports here. So SMICM port numbers, STrust, DDLS, all the information we need to take the screen capture here. So main important thing is here, once all the configuration is done, all configuration screenshots, that's fine. Every organization, there is a document, we'll follow the document, we'll take the backups and screenshot. Main important thing is the BDLS, logical system conversion. Before the restore, we need to check the what are the logical systems, how many entries are there. To check this one, there is a report RBDLS, there is a RBDLS, there is a RBDLS check, RBDLS check here. So this report, RBDLS check, RBDLS export. Okay, so this report will tell you the, so this report you have to run it here. This report will tell you the how many logical systems, how many entries are there in the system. So what entries you need to convert it. This assessment will be helpful. So when you are doing these assessments will be helpful. So this will tell you the clear information here. This will tell you the clear information, how many entries are there. So each table, what are the tables need to be converted. All the information will be displayed here. Based on this report, after the restore completed, you need to convert all the existing entries to the here. Why? Because the production, all the entries will come like a production logical systems here, right? Some customers, the logical system, they will maintain like PRD, CLNT 100, but quality is like a quality CLNT 100. But all entries in the tables, it's pointing to the PRD. Then you need to convert all these entries from the PRD, CLNT 100 to the quality entries. You need to convert it here. In that case, the logical system we have to execute it here. So here it will tell you the what is the current logical systems and which you have to convert it. All the information will be displayed here. All the information will be displayed here. Then once everything is done, stop the SAP system here. You can stop the SAP system, do the restore. Backup, we know how to perform it here. Then restore also we know. So now let's do the restore from HANA Cockpit here, right? How to do the restore. Suppose example, let's take the database as technical user is missing. Someone done restore, I guess. Again, someone changed something here. Oh my God. I don't know. No, this got changed by someone. I cannot do anything here. If I do it now, again, next minute, the people will do the lot of things here in the system. That's why I thought of restricting everything. See, there's many users are connected and they are doing. Okay, so once you done the restore we know, right? How to perform the restore, backup and restore we discussed in the last classes. Similarly, you can perform the restore activity here. So right click, backup and restore. So provide the whatever the backup you have taken, you move the backup to the file system level. You can move to the here, right? So similarly, you can move to the here. So then let me check here. Oh, this system is stopped status. So restore. No connection to the database. So which means this is configured in the replication, I guess. Okay. So that should what's happening in the systems. Okay. So once done, then we can do the post refresh activities. So and also you before the post refresh activities, so you need to check the entries in the HDB user store list. HDB user store list, what is the entries are configured here. This is very important to check it out. As part of the pre-steps, you do this activity HDB user store list, right? So then similarly, similar entries you need to maintain in the HDB user store list, right? So to add the entries, adjust the entries in the HDB user store list, HDB user store. So then list, it will display the information. Then so add, then key, what is the key? Suppose like, so the key one, then your schema details like schema, like yeah, host name, what is the your Linux host name, what is the instance number, then so schema SAP above one is the schema or SAP, then password, password you can maintain. So password you can maintain here, so that the entry will be added to the system, so that so if you execute the HDB LCM, then there is a key one, the entry got created here, the entry got created here, right? So we need to add the entries here, then only SAP can able to talk to the database via this entry here, right? Via schema, it will able to talk to the schema here. That's what you created here. So then now as part of the post steps here, once the pre steps is done here, backup restore from that is completed here, then you adjust the entry here, then start the SAP system here, right? So post steps, when you are performing the post steps here, so you have to make sure carefully. So once the restore is done here, then post steps here, post steps here, right? As part of the post steps here, what we can do, so disable the
Ravi,
etc work process. Make the
Ravi,
hello.
sorry to interrupt you. Can you come back? I mean, last step, like entries. Can you come back? Can you explain again for this? Yeah. What is this exactly?
This entry is used to connect to the HANA database. SAP systems will be used to connect to the HANA databases. So this is a client file, kind of a client file. So these entries will be used to connect to the HANA database and the particular HANA data host and particular port number and a particular schema and the schema password.
I mean, I mean,
Your SAP applications connecting to the HANA database via entry. This is the entry. Via this entry only it will connect to the your HANA databases applications.
after restore, right? You are saying
Yeah, after the
after
restore and before the
restore.
restore also it will connect it. After the restore, you will get the production entries. So we need
Yes,
to
yes.
so add the our develop previous entries. We have to add it.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So then once the restore is done as part of the post activity, so make the BTC work process to 0. Why? Because as soon as the restore is done, all the production jobs, production configurations, everything will come. If you don't make the BTC work process the 0, then start the SAP, then what will happen? What will happen? So your production jobs will be executed on the quality system. It will create the some issues. So make the BTC work process to 0. Start SAP without BTC work process. Then first step, disable, suspend all background jobs, BTC jobs using T code in SA38. In SA38, you can execute the BTC PRNS1. This is a transaction. This is a report you have to execute it. Once you log into the system, go to the SA38, right? So then execute the BTC PRNS1, right? It will suspend all the running jobs here. So as soon as you make the BTC work process, then execute this one, all the jobs will be suspended here. All the background jobs will be suspended here, right? That is what it will done it here, right? So once that is completed here, so then the fourth step here, so apply the license you have to apply it here. Or production license will come. You can apply the production license using the S license transaction code. Go to the S license, then apply the. So go to the S license. You can apply the license here, right? That is what you have to do it here. Apply the license. Click on the OK. Then click on the apply SAP license here, right? Once that is completed, then so you can check the SIC transaction code. SIC transaction code, consistency check and everything here. Then you can apply the license. Once done it, then validate the SM51. Is it okay? Then you can perform the whatever the pre-steps you performed it, all the checks you can perform it. Then so stop the SAP. Then once you stop the SAP here, then what you can do, stop the SAP. Okay, once you stop the SAP here, what you can do, you can so revert the BTC work process to original value. Okay, original value. So you can revert the BTC work process to original value. Once that is completed, so why? Because jobs you have to execute it here. Then so reconfigure the STMS again. Reconfigure STMS. So then whatever you've done the pre-steps, import the printers. So whatever the printers you have exported, go to the SPAD, then go to the devices here. There is an option to import the printers here, import the devices. You can import the devices here, right? That is what it will do, right? Import the devices here. So then you can also do the BDLS. BDLS is the last step that we can do it. Then so you can SMQR, SMQS, whatever the pre-steps, just to do the work and recon. Normally we will maintain the same settings. If not, then you can do the reconfiguration here. Then RG12. So then SMLG, that configurations you have to perform it here. Then import the certificates using the STrust SSO2. Then our reconfiguration of the operational modes RZ03, RZ04, SM63. Why? Because the production and here it is different. Then RG10 for the profiles import the profiles. Production will come. Delete production profiles in RG10. Import. So original profiles you can import it here. That is the one thing here. Then RZ70 SLD API cust. So RZ70, one of the check the settings and reconfigure it here. Then SLD API cust also you can reconfigure it here, right? Then ST03 So you can delete the production history, then schedule the background jobs here. Go to the BTC TRNS to execute it in SA38. All the jobs will be rescheduled. Why? Because production jobs will production data. Then so before that, so main important thing, see this and all the transaction codes, reconfiguration, general checks only. But main important thing is here. So import the user master records in SEC7. You can import it here. Whatever the user master records. So client import. We have done the client import, right? So then that you can perform it here. Client import. You can perform it in the SEC7 transaction code here, right? So then import the RFC destinations here. Whatever the so transport request you have done it here. The TR earlier you in the as part of the pre-steps, whatever the transport request you have exported here, RFC export RFC tables, that table you have to import into the, so again you have to do the re-import here. That one you have to perform it in the systems here. Then so resume the all the background jobs here. Main thing is that these two things here. So user master records, RFC destinations are the very important here. Then remaining and all the general checks that we do normally, right? So that is the main checks, but remaining this one. And so we can also perform the, so finally, so update the logon screen if you want, logon screen updates. And also finally, we can perform the BDLS conversion. It is a very, very important activity. So this is a very, very important activity. Why? Because data you copied from the source to target, production to quality, all the table entries will come, including the production logical systems also will come. So, but we don't need the production logical systems. Why? Because this is a quality. You need to convert it. In this case, you need to go to the BDLS transaction code. And what is the production logical entry here? Suppose example, you can see the what is the production logical entry. Suppose you have that production logical entry, you need to provide it to the here. Right? Suppose example. So what I can do here, I can create the one entry. This logical systems, you have to take the backup, right? Suppose like MCD 800. Let's take the example here. Logical systems. Client creation time we discussed about these logical systems, right? So we have the BD. So that's why before that we have executed the one report. So one report RBDLS. So underscore check report here. So this will provide you the information here. The number of entries, how many are there? This will provide you the all the information here, right? How many entries we need to convert it here? What are the logical systems? So you need to check the what are the tables are there, which table entries we need to convert from. So source logical system to target logical systems here. Source means production. So then quality is a QAS. Then with QAS SAD, what are the things we have to convert it here? So these things we need to find out from here, right? So this report will take long. It will tell you the how many number of entries are there. This report will tell you. That's why we have executed this report, right? So this will give you the results, right? So then what you can do here while that is executing, BDLS is the transaction code. Here you can just source is the, suppose this is the source here. Then so target, then so you need to just to what tables you want to update it here, right? Which table entries you have to update. Then you don't know the table details. That's why this report you have to execute in before the front, right? So otherwise, if you know, then you can put the, instead of executing all at a time, if you execute give star star, it will take longer hours, longer days also. To minimize that one, you can put like A star to B star table will be in the first priority list here, right? You can convert A star to B star table entries here, right? Then convert A star to B star entries, you can convert it here. So this will be converted, whatever the entries logical system, old logical system, all these tables will be updated with the new logical systems. It will be updated here. All the A star to B star logical system. This is a very, very important concept here. Converting the logical system. Remaining and all the we do real in the normal our basis life, right? So like transports, SLD, queues, this one checks normally this and all the things normal activities, but BDLS conversion is very important activity here, right? So that one, so we have to perform it here, BDLS conversion, right? So like that, A star to B star is completed, then B star to the C star to C star to E star, like that. So just if you execute the smaller chunks wise, then so it will be easy. Otherwise, you can also schedule as a background job. You need to schedule as a background jobs here, so that everything will be recorded. It will run in the backend without any impact here, right? So background job, schedule job is scheduled here. So you can check it out. You can see what are the logical system fields we have, how many entries we have to convert it here. All the information will be displayed here, right? If we go to the SM37 here, so it will provide you the details here. So it will provide the details here. Suppose like, right, these all are the BDLS related entries here. So BDLS related entries are getting converted here, right? You can see the RBDLS, this is executing here. So what is the entries? This converting old to new. What are the tables? It's checked here, A star, B star, C star. So all the logical system, these all are the table entries are getting converted here on. So it will display the all the information here. So like this, one by one, one by one. So we have to execute all the entries. We have to execute it here. That's what we have to do it in the systems here, right? So why? Because each table there is a entry, logical system field, right? Based upon the logical system field only, the data will be inserted here, right? So that's the reason we need to check the carefully. We need to check the all the entries and everything here. The logical system is converted or not. This will provide the all the information and everything here. So that's why the logical system field is very, very last activity. It will run very longer duration. Remaining steps are under the field. This is the standard refresh procedures. Apart from that, some companies, some customers, they have the special tables. We need to take the backup configuration tables. That is depends upon the company. So, but the standard things, these are all the standard things here. Some customers, they will take the few more tables backup, few more configurations backup. The procedure is same, but few more things they will add it here, right? Those things we need to restore it after the refresh completed here. Restore, and after the restore is completed, we have to apply it here. So this is the standard. Sir, these and all the things are pre-steps we are doing, again post-steps we are doing here. There's a manual activity, right? Is an automation. Yes, that's the reason. So nowadays there are some automation tools in the market. We have some automation tools here. Refresh automation tools here, right? Using this refresh automation tools here. So all the pre-steps, post steps will be automated. Why? Because these are the common, all those things are common and it will be applied. So if you create the scripts or anything, that will be automated, right? So we can reduce the, so all the manual efforts. And if suppose like sometimes you may miss the one of the settings, it will create the bigger problem. So that's why, so we have the, in the SAP, the automation tools are called the, so there is a Llama tool. Llama is one of the refresh automation tool, SAP automation tool here. And also we have the PCA, post coffee automation. So that is also one of the tools here. So then we have the some many things are there. Ansible scripts. So scripts we can use it for automate it here. Python scripts, Ansible script, third-party automation tools. So many things are there here. Many so things are there to automate this refresh activities and everything. Entire these procedures. Suppose like if you want to do perform the manually pre-refresh one step and restore and recovery will take the 1 day and 1 day and post refresh steps and everything, it will take the 2 days and entire 4 days it will take to, so first it will take to do the restore. The 4 days system will not be available, right? So in this case 4 days system is not available means lot of things will be impacted and everything we have to do the manually. That's the reason in the market, so some other tools are there, it will do the automate of the refresh So pre-steps and post-steps and all those things will be automated here, right? It will reduce to the 1 day, or within 2 days, we can, within 8 hours, within 1 day, within 2 days, we can provide the system back, we can deliver the systems here. So yeah, the tools are there, and but these are the, when we don't have the tools, we have the normal procedures. These are the pre-steps, post-steps, these are the steps. They may ask you during the interview point of time. So they will ask you, can you tell me the what are the pre-steps? You take it out as part of the refresh. Also, they will ask you the, can you tell me the post-refresh steps? So one by one. So that in this case, 10, 10 to 15 free refresh, 10 to 15 post refresh. If you explain it, then the half an hour time is gone, the interview point of time. So you need to explain that clearly, each and everything. Similar procedure for the all the databases. SQL also same backup, and so these and all the steps, pre-steps, post-steps are common for all the steps, maybe slightly different for the some other systems. But so backup and restore methods are the different. For the SQL server, using the SQL Server Studio, we will do the backup and restore method. HANA, HANA Studio, we will use the backup and restore method. So Sybase OS level, so we have to use the some commands, ISQL commands, we have to use it here. So MaxDB also, MaxDB Studio is there. So Oracle also, we can use the BR tools to do the restore, right? So every database, there are separate concept to do restore, but pre-steps and post-steps are common for every database. The restore and everything is common. Oracle also same. So pre-steps are common, post-steps are common. Only restore, we will use the BR tools, BR restore -m -full in the command prompt mode, the backup file name. So those things we have to use it to do the restore, right? So this is the differences here. This is the differences, you will get it out here. Okay, so that is the refresh activities here. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
the time of backup, we have to take backup of system and tenant separately, or means how? If
Yeah, system we have to take it separately, tenant we have to separately. But system DB, there is no data, right? You no need to restore the tenanted system database. Only tenant is very important. Tenant, you have to take the backup and restore it on the tenant only.
Okay.
Source tenant, target tenant.
Ravi, can we take the table backups in OS level?
Export, yeah, table exports, we can take it out. In the HANA Studio level, we have the option, right? Exporting the table in the catalog. Yes, that's possible. But the table exports, sir, I will only few tables export and I will do it in the target side. Few table import means that is one or two tables, that's fine. But it's a table size is very huge size, right? So that will create the, so table size is huge, right? So that is not the proper way. So that is the reason. So people will use this backups here. So
No, not from HANA Studio. Can we do it from OS level, like Linux, using Linux commands?
Linux commands also, you need to connect to the HDB SQL Studio. Here you need to use the some commands. So yes, SQL commands you have to use it. You need to take the backups. Yes, okay. But you have to familiar with the CLI commands, the interactive commands. You should know about the commands, how to take it out. What is the command to use it here? What is the select statement? What is the alter statement? What is the export statement? So that you should know. So select star from, so something like that, you need to know the some select statement here. So then you can take the backups. That's possible, but we should familiar with the SQL commands.
SQL statements, okay.
Sir, here what is the difference of system copy, DB refresh and DB refresh?
What you understand from the system copy and the system DB refresh? You tell me your understanding, then I can explain about the more.
DB refresh is complete database transfer, or system is an application layer.